Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Illustrate Radio, powered by Bliss. It's your girl T Gray. What's up? Got my girl Lucky with me. Hey, Lucky.
Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, I'm so glad I can make it.
Yes. Welcome everybody to
How you
Illustrate
doing?
Radio. I'm doing good. You guys make sure you check us out every Wednesday here, 9 to 10 p.m. on that Studio 202 Facebook Live page. Make sure you also check us out on iHeartRadio. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. You can't miss us, Illustrate Radio. You'll see this pretty face, these lovely locks. You'll see my pretty brown skinned friend, Lucky Lay. It's Wednesday, girl.
Thank you.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah,
I had to go get me something to drink because it's been a long way.
It has been. I need to join you, man. I didn't even have time to grab a drink. Go ahead and act like I'm sipping with you in spirit, you know?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, you guys. So we're going to get right into it. So this week's love and why? Why y'all put Meg under so much pressure that she feel like she got to show y'all her shot foot? I don't want to see your shot foot, man.
Her what?
I know. Her shot foot. People been giving my girl Meg the blues, and why people do you have to have so much pressure on a person that they just can't be shot in peace? Mm-hmm. Why? Yeah, if something happens to me, like let me chill, let me relax. Y'all don't want you to see my shot foot. Maybe my shot foot don't look good, but they don't put my girl under pressure.
Poor baby, poor Ting Ting. She over here.
What her story or what she's experienced or what she's been through, she felt like she had to justify it for the public. And I feel like the public sometimes does too much. That is a shot at everybody. Okay, so I don't want nobody to feel like
we do too much, but we shouldn't.
Twitter. It's a shot on everybody who follows her because they hate her. It's a shot just at everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, people experience tragedies. People experience things that are traumatic to them, and you don't know what the effect is. Now, I've never been shot, praise God, but I can only imagine that had I been, what my psyche would have been following that. Because what if he didn't shoot her foot? What if he shot her in a major artery? He could have just as easily hit her in her thigh. He could have just as easily hit her in her spine, in her back. Anything else could have happened other than him shooting her in her foot. But for her to feel like, or for society in general to come at her in such a way that she feels like she has to justify, she has to show y'all, like, well, here you got to see it for yourself. Like, I feel like that's too much. Why is it people that we cannot be okay? Why we can't just be happy? Why we can't just be happy with whatever the story is? None of us were there. None of us had to have that experience. Be blessed that it wasn't you. How about that part? So that is what that's my gripe for the week. That I feel bad that Meg even had to go through all of this just to be like, yeah, look at my foot. It's really shot. Forget that. We Meg, if somebody shoots you again, okay, you can relax, honey. I got your back. You can relax. Okay. So while I have Meg on my mind, this is delicious. Somebody else needs to pull up a cup and get in with your girl. But the WAP video and the song and everything has gotten so much attention, you guys. And it's gotten attention, a lot of negative attention, but there has been some positive that has come out of it also. So Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion have broken records, you guys, with their song, and everybody knows it's called Wet Ass Pussy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make that my theme song. I'm going to get it tattooed right here just for motherfuckers to know. But the song had already holds the most YouTube views for a female collaboration in its first 24 hours on the platform, which is big. because one, there's not a lot of female collaboration, but then two, when you consider female rappers and them getting together on songs, and here you go, this is Pumped It in 24 hours, they breaking records, yo, that is awesome. The song also broke the biggest first week debut with its 56.4 million views in its first 7 days. It outreached GOOBA, it outreached Eminem's Killshot, which those were pretty much holding the chart. And so it's also on Billboard's Hot 100. It's expected to be at number 1. So that being said, I'm gonna need all these people that's mad at the WAP to stop being mad, okay? And it's men and women that have been coming for this song, that have been saying, you know, these women are not role models, and you know, it's so much sexism, and it's guess what though? Male rappers been rapping about they dick since before I was born. Okay, before I was born, Mystikal's gonna come in the door with his dick in his hand for you guys, and this is what you all are upset about. I feel like unless you're going to me, I don't feel like these two women deserve any more scrutiny than anybody else. If you're not going to scrutinize all these tons of men who have talked about their dicks, talked about getting their dicks slob on my knob like it's corn on the cob. If you're not going to talk to me about any of these men who have put their penises on display, okay, to sell their record, to create a certain vibe, whatever the case may be, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Cardi B and Megan is minding they thick ass business. They're not doing anything that they have not been doing from day one. From day one, they have been the type of female rappers to have been scantily dressed, ass out, tongues out. Y'all love it. So if they pussy is wet, by all means, let it be wet. Okay, it seems like some of you people running around with this dry snatch is the ones that's upset. Either the women got the dry snatch, or the men got the dry snatch at home, or they can't handle the wife.
All right, so let me just so you know I'm gonna come with it. I don't think it's so much they're scrutinizing. First of all, they're not role models. We should make sure that we tell our children that. And the only thing is that now the access to music is not just limited to just adults. Remember, there was a time this song would not be on the radio because Fuck You Bitch and Suck Your Dick and Lil' Kim, her whole hardcore joint was raunchy. Okay, and I loved it, and I had to buy the CD in order for me to listen to it. And at the time, I was definitely young, so I didn't really comprehend the lyrics. But now they have dance movements with the lyrics. The videos are a lot more vivid, and these are things that our children are now seeing. And I know that we want to compare ourselves to men, but we're not men. We're not. We are, especially Black women or women, we have a higher esteem because we are the wave. People literally look up to us. We are life givers, literally. And even in biology, because we have the mitochondrial gene and we're the only species to have it, may I add. But we're literally goddesses. So at the same time, all this sexualization, it's a lot. It's on TikTok. It's really tapping into our children. And that is my only issues because I have a daughter. And I had to show her other sides of Megan to let her know, like, look, because she loves that I'm a savage dance. I hate that little need thing I hate it. Okay. But I had to teach her because she's very feminine, my baby girl. But I had to teach her, like, you know, Megan also is a college graduate, this, that, and the third. She's like, oh, I really like her. You know, she majored in engineering. That's really, really great. I think that's what she majored in. But we're not men. And at the end of the day, this stuff wasn't so publicized. Like at first it was Wet and Gushy. I'm not sure if you heard that version before. They had to clean that up again because Wet and Gushy shouldn't even be a radio. It shouldn't be a radio version to this song. And there are a lot of songs like even Chickenhead, even when Chickenhead was on and Scallywag, it was bleak. You couldn't even understand. You couldn't fill in the blanks. But a lot of the music now today, you can fill in the blanks. And I guess because we're so hard on women, because we are on a pedestal, we're not the same as men. We hold a different regard. I hate I hate the gender role thing, but it actually really does exist. We are built nurturers. people look up to us. Our children look up to us. So it's a different level. Men, they've kind of been doing this forever, but they don't, nobody is looking to them. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't have dances on TikTok with them doing it and booty shaking, but I mean, it's definitely is for them, and it's unfortunate. And I'm glad they're making their money, but honestly, this song being played on the radio in heavy rotation the way it is, it's kind of like annoying, because I don't like what they call them, like Young Miami and City Girls, that's what the name is. I don't like their music either. I feel like their music promotes theft and robbery and stealing and trapping, and that's what a lot of the music is about. So it is, because they talk about robbing and scamming people. And these are songs that our children are singing, and we're very vibrational people. So I'm not anti, because I definitely listen to the song. The lyrics are fire. I can't even hold you. But I just feel like it needs to be limitation. No, the record fire. The record, the video, I love the choreography. I love the look. I love how they tapped into the whole BAP and Willy Wonka chocolate factory type of thing. I loved it. The vibrant colors, can't hold you. Freaking love it. I just didn't want my daughter to be exposed to it. That's all. And it's really hard to kind of protect them when everything that they are even on YouTube, TikTok, all of these songs are plastered there first before anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I digress. Shout out to Cardi and Megan. I love y'all. I think y'all are beautiful women, and that's an awesome fucking song. But can we just clean it up a little bit more? You know what I'm saying? So, it's hard for me to stay still, guys. I'm going to try to stay still.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, look, while you on the move, we might as well get our Just My Luck while you moving. Keep it moving, girl.
Okay, so, all right, well, Just My Luck, that I had a really awkward experience with a gentleman. And I just want to tell my men that I know y'all are going through a lot. And I know that life is really hard on y'all. But at the same time, you have to still hold us in a higher regard and try to respect us the same way we respect you. I was put in a situation that usually I would have popped all the way off, probably would have went totally all the way left. But I also had a level of understanding of myself that I can take myself out of certain situations and not always have to react to even hostile people around me. So I just want my men, and I want my women too. So I just want my men to be a little bit softer and a little bit more respectful. And I also want my women to make sure that you are always covered. Never put yourself in a situation that you cannot get out of. Like if you don't have Uber money, if you out of town and you don't have a place to stay or whatever, just make sure that you do have a place to stay, or you staying with someone, make sure that you still have your money just in case anything ever happens. If you're going on a trip with someone, especially with the man, make sure that you are covered. I think we covered a similar story about the young lady who pretty much went to Miami with a dude and tried to holler at another dude, and then it just went totally left and she didn't have a dime or a pot to piss in. I am so glad that was not me. That was not me, because I have no idea what I would have done in that situation had I'm literally in a whole different state. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my girls and my friends, and knowing that, I'm good, but wow, that could have just went totally left. So yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wish you all the well, though. I wish you all the no, but I wish, to be honest,
I would have had to do that.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Look, I could have made so many other calls. Like, I'm never alone. Even when I'm out of town, I'm never alone. I could have made so many calls, but I'm telling you, God himself come on. I talked to him. I said, Killshot, low him. And I said, all right, I'm going to leave him alone, God. I'm going to leave him.
Your God had an accent. Your God was Indian.
Yeah, my God was Indian. That's how he the voice in my head be talking to me like Killshot, and if it's second on, because that's my dad's voice too. That powerful voice that you be like, damn, I'm in trouble. Shit, let me make sure I listen.
Yeah, I need my God to have a voice like that.
I know, I'm crazy, right? That was funny. Because I didn't even think that I did that whole time.
It's all right. We're going to get back into the spit that is, you guys. We have so many other things to cover to talk about this evening. So Lloyd's of London. Are you familiar with Lloyd's of London? They have just first of all, yeah, no.
Let me not burp.
Okay. Anybody who make my boy T.I. upset is gonna get a stern talking to. So T.I. took it upon himself to address Lloyd's of London's historical ties to the transatlantic slave trade. And so he was calling for them to do all these, I'm not going to say extravagant, but unrealistic, because in reality, ain't nobody right about to do nothing for real. But T.I. listed these demands in his letter, where he wants them to give 10% of their ownership to descendants of African-American slaves. He wants to ensure that there's an African-American member on the board. He wants them to do annual tracking of reparations and provide $1 million loans with 1% interest to every African-American in their lifetime for the next 100 years. First of all, y'all crazy, T.I. And not crazy that you don't feel like they should amend for their history or whatever the case may be. But I'm only saying that because for T.I. to do this, then T.I., you need to sit down and write a letter to how many other companies, how many other big businesses. You didn't write a letter to Tiffany & Co. And I done seen Tiny with some Tiffany & Co. Yet and still Tiffany & Co. made the slave collars. You know what I mean? They are rich today off of black dollars when they made the slave collars. So it's so many companies, and I'm not by no means coming.
And they still have the replication of that today, actually.
Yes, and a lot of black women have bought into it, have worn it, and have no idea what that chain and that lock means around their neck or their wrist. They have no idea. They have no idea.
Shout out to my 6th grade teacher for telling us that when I was 6th grade. But go ahead.
Yeah. But this was Lloyd's of London's response. They said, we cannot, unfortunately, undo the past, but we would like to play a role in trying to level the playing field for Black and minority ethnic people. I don't think that there's a fair way to level the playing field, but that's what they said. So on June 10th, they announced their initial action plan that focuses on education, research, and significant funding of charities and other organizations to promote opportunity and inclusion. So they have a cultural advisory group, you guys, which means they probably pay a group of brown or Black people, and they probably just met their quota for hiring Black or brown people. That's my personal opinion. I'm just gonna say that, but I can see why T.I. wants to take it up, but at the same time, T.I., you're gonna have to come for a lot of other big businesses that are still in works today, that have garnered their initial value or their initial growth from slave trading or from the enslavement of Black people. That list will be a mile long. And I'm pretty sure that some of the people who signed T.I.'s checks also have owned some slaves.
I'm sure as well. But I just feel like it takes one step at a time. And the fact that if it's a step being taken, this is a step that no one else has taken. So it's appreciated. But yes, attack some of them companies that you got in your closet. Granted, I still wear my Gucci stuff, but Louis Vuitton, if y'all look back at the history of Louis Vuitton as well, Louis Vuitton was a slave owner. Gucci was a slave owner. Chanel, a lot of this stuff that we love, and it's going to take time. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of unlearning destructive behavior and energy, because us supporting all of these different companies, they're able to finance bigger things. It's good to focus on them, but you also know how I'm all about focusing on ourselves as well and taking accountability. If we stop supporting, there's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where I stand with it. But Good job, T.I. We appreciate the step, but yeah, go attack them other companies for real, because if you're gonna start the list,
So
don't start nothing you can't finish, T.I.
hello, hello. Yeah, hello. See how it's funny though. This is a side story. I gotta throw it in because he was on live all on his feelings because his son King was down in the jacuzzi smoking a J, having a good old time. And T.I. is like, "What you doing? What you doing?" First off, T.I., you know that boy smoke. I don't even appreciate the front you was putting on for the live. That wasn't no surprise to you. That wasn't the first time. If he,
Right.
at whatever age King is, I don't know how old he is. I know he's not 18 yet. But he's so comfortable to be in the jacuzzi, sparking a J, whole family here, mama, daddy, everybody. That ain't his first nor his last time, and I don't appreciate T.I. Like, oh, he's so surprised and he gonna put the foot down. Oh boy, you don't even nah nigga. He probably be smoking with you. He probably get it from you. He probably get it from your me man. Come on now, now. But that's enough for
King is also. Yeah, I'm tired. Okay, next. So, I was about to say, but yeah, you're right. Way too comfortable.
I'm gonna leave him alone. Listen, and his lack of person skills or whatever people want to call it. But I'm gonna leave T.I. alone. So real quick though, LisaRaye, who we don't hear a lot about often, she was on Garcelle Beauvais' show. So if you guys don't remember Garcelle Beauvais, she was the chick that played Fancy on the Jamie Foxx show, because a lot of people, you hear her name, they don't know who she is, but that's who she is. So she has a podcast called Going to Bed with Garcelle. So she had LisaRaye on, she had Sherry Shepherd on, and so the conversation was, if you could have a guy
basically pretty much if you have an entanglement, who would it be?
Right, who would it be? So she said Will Smith. And I could tell you, or Will Smith type. And I could tell you, I don't think anything's wrong with that. She said a lot of good things about Will Smith because he's charming, which he is. He's rich, yes, indeed. He's poetic. He's a philanthropist. He's a humanitarian. All good things. Now, if you would ask T. Gray, I would have said because Will Smith got that fat butt. And I like a man with a nice fat butt. But I get it. I get why she would have picked him. I can't say that that there would be there's plenty of other men, of course, out here to choose from. And the things that she listed about him, a lot of other men fit that bill, fit that mode. So I guess people maybe are assuming that there's some underlying something to that because it was LisaRaye, but I don't. I think she was being realistic. And who wouldn't want somebody rich and charming who know how to give? I do.
Yeah, I do. I would like that. Pick me. and also not just knows how to give, also knows how to build. Like that, man, I'm telling you, nothing turns me on more than somebody who says, like, if Will would have did that for me, what he did for Jada, you build me a house. You did that for me. Oh, we good. Like we building together. We building a whole empire, not just the house, but just longevity, just wealth, and we're in it together. Like that's a turn on to me. I love that. I love talking business and I love doing business. So go ahead, Will. Okay. She said she wouldn't mind being entangled with you.
Not at all. Now let me tell you who I really wouldn't mind being entangled with. Common. Okay, now I know Common is dating Tiffany Haddish, but let me tell you, Common, there's another Tiffany on your radar, boy. I'm on that ass. So Common has launched a new self-help series, which is going to be really good. I can believe that it will be because he's just really grounded. He's smart. He's spiritual. So the star unveiled his series is going to be called Com&Well. Of course, it's going to be a play on his name. It debuted today. I didn't see it. I wish I did. But it's going to be a 6-episode series, which is going to be filmed in his home. It's going to be conferencing over Skype and Zoom. And it's going to feature conversations with his personal health and wellness coaches and his own team. And then he's going to also be detailing his own practices, his workouts, and his hobbies. And let me tell you, I will sit by any screen, whether it be the cell phone, this laptop, TV, and watch Common give me a workout or hobby any day. Okay, any day.
Shout out to Common. Shout out to Common, because he does have. I'm glad he's utilizing his platforms for to talk about the health and well-being of our people as well. And hopefully a lot of people tune in, because I'm telling you, he gonna have a lot of women tuned in, if anything, because
hey, and we need it. We all need some self-care, and a lot of us need some mental health wellness.
I would say we need it, and we're ready for it. We're ready for it. My God.
Yeah, so if we gotta look at Common to make it happen, yes, please.
Maybe you could put me on your series, Carmen. I know it's already recorded or whatever, but I could do the second season or whatever. I'm willing to go vegan and do some other stuff.
I just want to be the other Tiffany in your life.
Stacey Sweet need to be on there, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. A lot of people don't. Pretty much nobody knows my real name. But me and Tiffany Haddish's name is really, really close. You just move a couple of letters. I'm like, I could be her. Come on. I could be funny. Let me tell you a joke. Okay, so also, and I'm actually excited for this. There is going to be another Space Jam. So I wasn't a young kid, but I was still younger when this came out. Something I was able to share with my kids. And so I'm looking forward to it. I'm a Warner Brothers fan. I love, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, all of that. I love all that. So it's going to be, of course, new characters, new players. And so LeBron James revealed the new Toon Squad uniforms from Space Jam. It's going to be called Space Jam: A New Legacy. So they're going to be set to release the sequel. We don't know when just yet. Maybe July 2020. Hopefully theaters are open so that we can see it. And if nobody remembers, initially the 1996 Space Jam had Michael Jordan. It had Muggsy Bogues. It had his name escapes me. Big, tall, black African American basketball players. Insert any name right there. It was a bunch of them. It was just a good family.
Patrick Ewing. That's who it was. Patrick Ewing.
Yes. Oh gosh. And the other dude, big country.
I remember him because I
can't think of his name. I feel embarrassed when I remember his name because he's so well known.
Oh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, Charles Barkley.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It is.
Country black.
Oh, Charles Barkley.
I said like big country dude.
Kareem Abdul was the first person that came to me. My bad. We got you.
So the initial movie made $230 million. And the soundtrack was amazing. They had LL Cool J, they had Salt and Pepper, they had Busta Rhymes, they had everybody. So I'm very eager to see, who's going to be on the squad this time. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be on that soundtrack. I'm sure that'll also be good. So moving right along to other big things that are happening that I get excited about. The Breakfast Club has been inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame. Now, I love the Breakfast Club, but I would be remiss if I don't also mention that Angie Martinez and Sway Calloway are also being inducted. I am a Sway fan. Angie Martinez is somebody that I'm not going to say I model myself after her, but I definitely, when it comes to radio, when it comes to being on air, I love her energy. I love how she interviews. I love the fact that she can pretty girl rock and still put on her tennis shoes and her t-shirts and kill it. Like, I love Angie Martinez. So shout out to them for also making it. But the Breakfast Club as a group, everybody knows Charlamagne, DJ Envy, Angela Yee, round out, the Breakfast Club. They're being inducted. Just a few months shy of their 10-year anniversary on air. So that's big for them. Congratulations to them. What you think about that, girl? What you think about that? Can you? Oh no. Can't hear you. Well, let me finish telling you guys my girl Lucky is having a couple technical difficulties. So again, they're going to be inducted just a few months shy of their 10-year anniversary. So congratulations to them and happy anniversary. They're going to be having this as a project from the Museum of Broadcast Communications. And they honor those who have been contributing to the development of radio medium throughout its history in the United States. And so the Breakfast Club has become just a major staple when it comes to media, and especially just throughout the radio community. Charlemagne has grown to be one of the most respected names in radio. People always look for his line of questioning, and some, I guess, would maybe consider him a shock jock with the line of questioning that he has for certain people. But I would say Charlemagne is really just a brilliant dude. He's very, very smart, and the tactics that he used in pulling information out of people, sometimes it could be way left because he does get attacked, and sometimes he is wrong. But for the most part, I think he's a very integral part of that show. I think that he has taken and has built that show to the brand that it is. Not knocking Angela Yee or DJ Envy, because I think, all three parts are important, but I feel like Charlemagne is the standout piece of that puzzle, and I'm just happy for them as a group, just to be making it there. One day, hopefully, you see my face, Lucky face, so one day we be in there. So that's pretty amazing. Lucky, I can't hear you, but you look real pretty though. I can't hear you, boo. But she's saying something though, y'all. I can tell y'all she was saying something serious over there. So this piece, to be honest with you guys, there's so much going on in the world. I didn't even want to touch on this because it kind of makes my heart hurt just a little bit. But a new study shows that Black newborns are being or any positive attributes that you bring to the table. I think that somebody should show you that they recognize that.
Everybody likes a fan.
Yes, indeed. And definitely T Gray I ain't never gonna be like, oh no, don't compliment me.
Right. No, because I think everybody loves words of affirmation, you know what I'm saying? Everybody loves that kind of love and affection. So who wouldn't want that? And to be honest, I don't mind if you don't say it all the time, but once in a while, when you do, it actually will make it noticeable. For some reason, I love dating guys who don't like saying that as well. Like, I guess because I'm super mushy.
That's my thing. Like, you don't have to be falling all over me. You don't got to be in my face all the time. But I was making a point that even a sapiosexual who is more into the mental aspect of a person might every once in a while be like, damn, girl, you smart. You know what I mean? Like, even something minor, I think that you would take notice to somebody who never compliments you. I think I would notice that, you know what I mean, that you never, even haphazardly, even if it's not dating circumstances, I walk in a room, I might see a dude with a nice shape up, smelling good. He ain't even got to be minded, like, oh, dude, damn, that shape up, fresh shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's so second nature to acknowledge the positive attributes, and it doesn't necessarily got to be physical. But I think I would take notice if the person didn't verbally or non-verbally, be complimentary. I think I would notice.
Yeah, I would definitely notice too. Like I love to make people feel good because I genuinely feel good as well, right? So I'm one of my biggest cheerleaders for any one of my friends. I'm like, damn it, you slayed that, or you look good. like same thing I do with you. Like when you come in with a new hairstyle, who doesn't like for that to be like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, because I know what it's like to not get compliments. I know what it's like to get made fun of and have that whole low self-esteem thing. So once my self-esteem was built, shoot, I want everybody to feel good. So you definitely want the person that you're sleeping with the next
and
to
that
also
is
feel
important too. That is
words
a
of
very, very
affirmation
important
matter.
piece. What you just said, you being able to recognize it in yourself first, then being able to receive the compliments. Some people aren't able to give the compliment because they don't see nothing positive in them to begin with. So if I can't say something good about me, I'm gonna say something right. I'm gonna say something about somebody else. That's
good somebody else. Right.
That's an important piece to the puzzle, you guys. Hey, I know you will. I know you will. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but that's the truth. Like, if I was with somebody who never complimented me, like I said, I would notice, but I would probably also notice what they do in lieu. Like the guy that I dated, like I said, he wasn't a I love you type, but he would do for me as someone who loved me. You know what I mean? He would always make sure taken care of, always checking on me. You know what I mean? Like he would do the things that love does, but he wouldn't necessarily say it. Or if he did, he'd be the type of dude to grab you, put you in the hair. I mean, like, oh, I love you, man. like
all right. You know what I'm saying? It's that rough love. It ain't that good. Like, come here, you know, like they put you in the arm, like, you know, I love you. I love you, girl.
Exactly.
Like y'all play fighting and battling or something. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah.
Right. So even if he didn't do that, like, I'm like, what's wrong? Like, I would notice. I would definitely notice. But you guys, this has been a very fun, interesting Wednesday. Lucky and chimed out.
I'm sorry. I'm glad I could be here. Yeah,
yes,
I gotta get my internet connection together.
What's gonna work? It's gonna work, because guess what? We got a whole nother Wednesday to get it right. So you guys make sure that you do check us out. And I can't not miss my people who aren't here. We got to get a Wednesday where we get our so shout out to
everybody back. We miss y'all.
Guys, make sure you follow my little chocolate friend at the plug pretty best friend. Shout out to our DJ Cyrus. That I miss you for real, son, because we ain't had no kind of music.
We needed tunes. We needed tunes. We vibrational people. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Cyrus, send me a mix of songs.
But he's doing big things. You all make sure y'all go cop his mixtape. Yeah, so make sure you follow him and find out where you can get it at King Cyrus Stamp. I'm T Gray. Okay. Y'all know me. Y'all see me every week. Make sure you all follow me at the love below _ sex talk with T Gray. Make sure you hit up my new entertainment page at get these laughs.ent. I'm trying to bring y'all something. I'm trying to bring y'all that great comedy, trying to bring y'all that great sex talk, trying to keep y'all engaged. Make sure you check out. I have a special 4-part interview with a comedian, Black Ron from Wild 'N Out. Super dope person, very, very smart. Phenomenal interview. So you guys make sure you all check that out. Lucky, tell everybody how they can find you.
Yes, you can look me up on Lucky Lay Marie. That's my personal page, or at Cincy Sweets Magical AF Podcast. Y'all know how the thing set already. So I've tried them. So yeah, I'm Lucky Lay. You have Cincy Sweets. Now you have Magical AF Podcast, and of course Illustrate Radio. With the whole iHeart, I love the fact that we're bridging the gap, and you all get to now be exposed to us on a different level. So I'm excited to see y'all next Wednesday. And I won't have no technical difficulty. I promise.
It's okay, but you all make sure you do check us out. We will be here again next Wednesday, 9 to 10 p.m. at our Studio 202 DC Facebook page, powered by Bliss FM. Make sure you listen to us on iHeartRadio, guys. We're expanding, we're growing our platform. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. You can't miss us. We're on Twitter. We're on everywhere at illustrate_radio. We see y'all again next Wednesday. Bye, Neil.
Bye. Bye.